Yo, what up guys, Jordan here, and it's time for another Nades for Noobs. Today we're going to be looking at Inferno, but instead of coupling another map with it, I'm actually just going to focus on Inferno for this video. I'm going to do Cache next and focus just on Cache as well. I'm going to look forward to you guys giving me some feedback, see how you like me focusing more in on one map. I'm of course still going to show you just some simple lineups to throw nades, but I realized a lot of people liked when I added that extra context and extra strategic tidbits to give you some insight on how you might use the nades or how the other team might react, and just some little insights. Let me know please how you guys like this style and format. I know we'll try to add the timestamps below so you guys can just see the nades if you just want to come for the lineups. But I'm going to go in game and show you guys some extra little tidbits here. Let's take off my overlay. You guys don't need to see all that stuff. I'm not streaming, but I do stream, twitch.tv/nothing. Shameless plug. Alright guys, we're going to just start from left to right on the map. We're going to go from B to A, and then I'm going to show you, of course, the excess nades. So let's start out with the basic nades you need to know, the simple nades that you need to know to hit both sites. Alright, so obviously there's a lot of aspects to, like the last map. If you want to throw B nades, you need to make sure you have B control. That's a separate combo. We'll go into that maybe in another video. And today we're just looking at T nades. You could throw T side nades. As I said, I want to, in my last video, I want to do some videos focusing on CT nades. But let's just get right into the T nades. So two banana smokes that I think you should know and really great ways to throw them is Coffin and Spawn. This is Spawn, of course, and this is Coffin. A lot of people have some nades for these, but I believe I have two of the most solid lineups and simple lineups to really help you throw good grenades. The first thing I want you guys to realize is I'm using the classic view model. So if you want my view model, you just type in view model preset POS 3. That's just the classic view model, all right? Now, the Coffin Smoke that I throw, shout outs to the big clan guys from Germans, they were throwing this one, and I really like it. It's very fast, and it explodes the fastest. So, what you do is you come into the doorbell here, right next to the door, and no matter whether you're ducking or standing, you put your finger right on the left side of the blue window in the middle right here. And this smoke is really great, because watch how fast it hits. It hits that little corner, and then boom. And though it cuts off everything you'd want, someone can't jump up here and see. Obviously, the main play people make is they try to come through the right side, which is why anytime you hit B, you always want to couple with some flashes. And I'll show you one of my favorite flashes to throw in a minute when I go in the site. The CT spawn smoke, you could throw a couple ways. You could throw it from over here in the logs, a lot of people like to do. But my favorite way, or the smoothest way without getting shot, because people could see you right there if they peek, you just come right behind the doorbell person who's smoking, if you have a friend who could smoke with you. Yeah, I could already see the jokes with that one. Yeah, everyone has a friend. Alright, so, come into this corner right here, and come to the chimney, up to the corner of this. Same to this, same height, and just throw it like that. Now this smoke is going to go into spawn pretty flush, but what you'll notice is they could stand in front of it pretty easily. So if you really want to, you could either throw a flash and make him play there. Maybe you want him to be there so you know where he's at. You could throw a little flash, jiggle peek, not like that. Of course, every time I try to show him, that happens. And kind of push him back like that. But another way is simply to aim more left. So you can kind of come up the left side of the chimney here to this height. And I think that should still work. Yeah, so what that's going to do, it's just going to cloud out more, so it's going to make it harder. You can't sit on this corner and hold unless he's out in the open fully. So, of course, you guys know if you smoke spawn off, one of the most common plays is the CT, like, flashes and comes through the smoke. So that's, you know, like I said, it's kind of part of the combo, but it's a little separate. That's just kind of strategy that you need to be aware of. So these two smokes, guys, right here, easiest ones, you could stand right here when you throw this. Just make sure your finger's in the middle of that blue window. And these two smokes are the best when you're entering B and running in. Now, some bonus B nades right here. I'm going to throw a Molotovs and a flash. So the bonus Molotovs are this ones. You can throw one right here, come into these barrels. Crosshair, one thing you're going to need for this video, guys, for some of these nades is a jump throw bind. So what you do is you bind something like N to minus attack, all right? And then you have space bar. I have space to jump. So with these two combined, you hit space bar and N to throw this nade. And this makes sure it's accurate every time. You could do it on the fly and just jump and release like that. I just didn't use my bind, but sometimes it'll actually miss like it just did. I didn't plan that, but that's good that it did that. So you come in here. You hit spacebar and N together, throw your nade, and this is a great Molotov for the triple box. It flushes him out here so he can't hide in the corner. And we call this triple or new box, of course. So that's great Molotov for running in. If you have nades, guys, I'm going to show you a lot of smokes. Obviously, you can only throw one on your own, but like I said, if you could have other people know these nades, my hope is that multiple people in your game, whether you're solo queuing or not, will know these nades and you can coordinate with them. So that's a good one. The second one I like to throw is, you see the circle on the wood right here? I kind of just make sure I line it up with the corner. It's just an easy way to line it up. You can kind of just do it on the fly sometimes and come right into it. Come right here. And then you see just between these two pillars, right here in the yellow, I like to throw this Molotov just right here. Jump throw again. And what that does, did I do it wrong a little, is it gets the oranges. Oh, save myself. You get the oranges right here, and if sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll bleed out here. And it also stops the guy from being up on these oranges. So that's a good kind of like 2-in-1, maybe 3-in-1, depending on how it works. You know, there's little inconsistencies with how it lands. You can throw it a little right, a little left, but it's on this yellow line here. You can throw it anywhere in the yellow line, and it'll kind of go to different spots. So you can tinker with how you want them to land and stuff like that. Turn down the volume a little bit. And how you want it to land, right? So, those two Molotovs, guys, one of my favorite ways to come in is making sure I have one of these Molotovs. I have a neat little play I was thinking of as I was doing this video that I wanted to show you guys. So this is a solo queue play. One little sentiment I wanted to share is the more risks you take means the more impactful your nades are going to be, right? So you could always find a smoke line up to smoke CT spawn. I'm sure you could find something back here. It would be like, oops, you throw your jump by, and I'm sure you could find a smoke. Okay, that's too far. But my point is you could always find a smoke from super far away that could throw. I'm going to show you some A smokes in a bit that you could throw from close or far. But the reality is, the closer you are to the site you're hitting when you throw the smoke, the faster they're going to see the nades, which means they have less time to react. So there's bigger risk is bigger reward, meaning like, if, for instance, if you were to like peek this and walk in here, obviously this is a bigger risk, but the bigger reward would be if you smoke off spawn and like have someone flash over, this guy's going to have less time to react to the smoke and flash, and he's going to be like, oh, they smoked? Flash over, blind, and then you're already going to be like right here, and if this guy tries to come through the smoke, you could just already be close on him. So I'll show you some examples, but realize the closer you throw the smokes from, it's a bigger risk, right? Because they might see you, right? If you peek this and you throw a smoke like this and ask for a flash over, this guy might just be peeking and kill you, but that's kind of the combo here. So this is a big risk, big reward play. Walk over here. This is with a smoke molly flash combo. I do this in pugs sometimes. I kind of just jiggle peek this if I don't think they're opping, because it's a fair fight. If there's a rifler here, this is a really good fight for an AKer. It's hard for him to stay focused just holding this angle. You come in here, and let's see how long. 7 minutes already. It's a long video. All right, so we come in here, put the wall with the pull, smoke CT spawn. You could do the molly first. So you smoke CT spawn, left side of this little black, come up to the height of this, throw the molly, and then as you drop, you throw a flash high off the ceiling, and what it does is the smoke goes spawn. A lot of times there's an opper here in the Molotov. If he gets Molotoved off, he's either going to push right or he's going to fall back. Either way, that flash blinds him, especially if he goes here. Flash also blinds someone here, also blinds someone here, depending on the angle they're holding, so you got to clear that. And it also blinds someone here and here. So I love doing this kind of thing in pugs when I'm by myself, because you could just kind of peek this, get here. Sometimes you can throw the molly first, go like that, go like that. That's going to encourage him to come out to the left, flash like that, let it pop. See, sometimes it'll do that, still works. Pops, clears that, clear this, because he might not be blind if he's using the pillar, and then come in. Now, this would be awesome if you also had the triple Molotov and the new box Molotov, but that's the bonus nades. And now we're going to go to A, guys. I already knew this video is already almost 9 minutes long. This is why I wanted to focus on just Inferno. All right, let's take a sip of the coffee. With some editing, we'll make this go faster. All right, A nades, mid nades first, right? So, one of the bonus nades I want to show from mid really fast is a helpful nade. To come in the center of the archway right here, duck, and in the center of this pillar, you can throw a jump throw. This smoke is really good because if you want to do early rounds explode through the mid smoke, it kind of creates a little wall to where they have to be peeking wide to see it. You could even find another one that goes deeper, that goes smoke like that. Kind of splits the defense in half. You could flash and just kind of come through the smoke with a good flash and cut through. Anyways, A nades, very simple nades. We're going to show you right mid and left mid. The reasons you take mid control, even if you don't go A, it's very important to take mid control by smoking off one side because it pushes the defense back and it allows you to have them in a 3-2 setup so you can guarantee that the site hits are more controlled. When they only have 3 there, it's easy to hit A versus 4 or whatever. So left mid, one of my favorite left mid smokes for a jump bind. You just make sure you see the doorway right here. At the bottom center of the doorway, pretty much anywhere, as long as you see the door, you just hit your jump throw. space and N for me is what I throw. And it just lands like that. This is a really good one because it goes deep. Again, right there. And then if you don't want to jump throw bind, a really simple one is you just come right here into the left side of the doorway. You'll see a little piece of the antenna sticking out right there. My crosshair perfectly fits, so I just go at this distance with my bottom on the roof. You just throw it like that, but even if you have like a small crosshair, right, like this, you can kind of just come here and just aim up here, and it'll still work about the same. It just hits off the wall. Easy peasy, left mid smoke. I like throwing the one from right here, because if mid is not smoked, that's when you want to smoke mid, when the CTs don't have it covered. You throw smoke like that, and then I throw like a little flash like this, just in case the opera's right here, and I can run up and clear really easily and have fair fights. Whenever you know the opera's left mid, this is a great thing to do, because all you have to worry about is like a rifler here, or over here. Super easy fights. You just know he might push back. Clear this. If you have another flash, you can go like this, push off the right mid guys, clear that really quick, and then kind of hold. There's obviously more in-depth plays, but I want to keep it simple because my video is already 11 minutes long on my OBS right here. Right mid smokes, there's two ways you could throw it. Like I said, guys, bigger risk, bigger reward. You could always just come up and throw smokes like this. If you think the opera's not peeking, you could literally just do this or this. And those are perfectly great for each side of mid. And then you could just throw a flash, but I'm showing you the lineups for another reason. Good right mid smoke right here. All right, right mid smoke, come here, view model offset. View model preset 3, like I said, guys. View model preset 3. Pin right here in the bottom of the planter, right there. You release it. Lands, hits the thing. It's a good right mid smoke, mainly because your boiler guy can come out with you. So once you come up mid, you can say, hey, flash left mid. He can come up, and you guys could double peek. You always want to bait his contact, because if you die here, he can't kill that guy, see? So you want to let him come out, clear first, and then if he gets shot by that guy, that means this guy had to come out and kill him, right? So you just stand right here. This is what's called a good bait, right? And then you come get the kill. It's a very good bait. Now you're in a 4 vs 4. A 4 vs 4 is always a T advantage, guys, because they have less defenders to watch both sides, all right? And then, like I said, you can throw easy right mid smokes. One of the ones I throw is like this. You just peek right up to the left side of the doorway, just like that. Couple it with one of these flashes to blind anyone who might be in front of mid, and then some flash like this. Jump, come up mid, wrap on this guy who might be arch. With that flash, obviously you turn from the flash better. Cool little A plays. All right, last two A smokes that I think are necessary is this one for Moto Pit. So you just come into the corner right here, and then where the orange meets kind of, there's two different patterns, you just aim at the green right here. So the orange pattern, little scroll, little wheels, whatever these things are called, wiring, metal thing. All right, just shut up, Jordan. Right here at the green is where you aim, come to the corner, very simple. Green, boom. Great Moto Pit smoke. This is one of the best smokes to throw when you're hitting this site, because it divides the site in half. This guy has to make a choice if he wants to come through the smoke to support his teammates in A, and then or watch wrap. And it's really easy then to send all your guys like 3 up here, 1 halls, and then 1 wrap if you're on a team, because you know if this guy's here, if he hears the guy fight, he has an opening time to come here and fight the rotators and wrap in the site and pinch. And then couple that with like a simple flash like this when you're running up. And it's very easy to then clear the site. That flash is simple, but it blinds people holding this, holding up here, and it makes them turn, so you can just easily cross like this, and then come here and fight or something, you know? So make sure you know that smoke, guys. And then the last one, let's think. What would I really say is important here? I'll show you a bonus smoke. Setup smokes are pretty good sometimes, like throwing a smoke like right here, super simple when you have mid control, because then if you throw it a little farther left, you can come here, throw a Molotov big pit and kind of explode through it. Some bonus nades for A. I'll throw smoke for halls, or a flash for halls. It's just right here. Make sure you guys all know this flash. And you just throw it off balcony, and that's really good for when you're coming up bomb wall even, because this guy will get hit by it. This guy will get hit by it. This guy gets hit briefly by it. And this guy gets hit by it. So it's a really good flash if your team's coming up A. Just throw that. I'm trying to think, is there any other smokes? You could learn smokes for left mid. I guess bonus, why not? Show you guys. This one goes for deep left mid if you want to wrap and you think the sniper is like library or back here somewhere. You just come right here to the run straight into the shadow. Go up from the crown right here. Put your pin on the first thing above the crown. That's how I remember it. Right there, right? Throw it. This is a good one because what happens is it kicks off left mid. Ooh, messed it up. That's why you got to remember. So you throw it a little to the left, I guess, right there. And this is a really good smoke because it lands flush, and there's no gap on this side. There's sometimes a little gap depending on how you throw it. But this one's really good. You could also throw it from right here, I think, like that. Lined up at the corner. No, what is it? Middle? So I'm practicing this on the fly. Yeah, like that. See how it kicks left? And that one works good. I'll fast forward the smokes to show you. And that one's the same thing. So come here, middle of the window. I didn't expect to show you guys this many nades, but that's why it's a 15-minute video right now on my OBS just for Inferno. I knew I'd have a lot. So you can come up mid. Like I said, bigger risk, bigger reward. If you come up mid and clear it with only flash or something, or you like dry peek this and no one's there, maybe you use one flash, push the opera off, he falls back. You know now he's like arch or something or fell back. You can come up here, throw this smoke, throw this flash if he's in the arch, and now push it or something. Wait for that smoke to bloom maybe before you throw his flash. And now what you could do, boom, you blind that opera, he has to fall back arch, jump past him, and then come through here. And if he's not here and he's there behind the smoke, you get a free entrance to CT spawn. And guys, I think that's it for Inferno. Is there any bonuses I want to show at the end? Bonus. You know, just coming up A, these are the best Molotovs, one like that. You could go to this back wall, throw this bonus Molotov right here, run, jump when you get out the doorway. That's a pretty good one. I want to keep it simple so you guys remember. Left mid, right mid, and the 2 B smokes are very powerful, guys. That is Nades for Noobs on Inferno. Always, there's more to find, guys. You could throw smokes everywhere from different lineups. You could throw left mid smoke from down here, but it doesn't land as deep, so I really like the ones I showed you guys. Try to at least learn the left mid one, the right mid one, the Moto pit one, so those 3 at A. I think those 3 are the most important at A, just for pugging. And then try to learn the quick coffin smokes as I showed you guys, and it should help. Cash is coming up next. Thanks for watching this Nades for Noobs, guys. I hope that wasn't too much information for you guys. Give me some feedback on how you like this long form of the nades. I'll put the timestamps down below, like I said. See you guys next video, and thanks for the support and love. Bye.